What's up, party people? Dekaron Korea just announced that they are going to be releasing a new class, so I thought that'd be kind of fun to look at and talk about. Now, as you guys know, Korea gets a class. The global server probably won't get it for some time, probably like next summer or something like that. But, it's kind of fun. It's exciting. Korea's getting it on the 26th of this month, so, we'll get to see a lot of gameplay of that. Anyway, here's a little bit of artwork, and then here's the actual announcement for the new class. Trie Muse. I don't know how to say that, but basically it just means the musician, I think, or someone who plays music. So that's the class. My first impression of this is, it's kind of like a bard type thing. So I'm expecting this class to have some kind of like healing abilities or something along those lines, just because generally in this type of genre, a musician or a bard or something along those lines generally either buffs or heals their party. So, yeah. And I did do translations of all this stuff too. There wasn't really much on that one, but I'll do that so you guys can see what it says. There's a little synopsis or description here. I don't know. The Dekaron's background and lore of everything is just very generic and vague, so I don't usually get too excited to read it. But I did translate it here, though, if you guys would like to take a look at that. But I'm not going to read the whole thing. Okay, so two types of weapons. The two types of weapons are what looks like some type of a violin or cello type thing. I don't know what the size of it is. And then the other one is some type of a harp that also kind of looks like a bow, which is kind of interesting. But what's interesting down here, and this kind of confirms my suspicion, is that this specializes in blocks with heals and divination. So I'm guessing that if you use this weapon, you're going to be focusing more on like healing and support abilities, and this will be more along the lines of damage. That would be my generic guess. I don't know for sure. It says agility and spirit, quick attacks. But we'll just have to see, right? I have no idea, but that's my speculation. They go over I'm guessing it's two of the Meisters and the Grandmeister. That's generally what they do for when they're displaying new classes. But here's the description of those weapons. Obviously, the one on the left being related to the violin-esque weapon, and the one on the right being related to the harp-esque weapon. They just look like generic attacks, and this one has like a debuff. I'm not seeing anything super exciting about any of these, but for example, this one you can inflict up to 5 different states. That's kind of interesting. Some type of a debuff. Vine Splinter. This is actually one of the cooler looking abilities too. This actually is a stun as well because it says they're unable to move and it reduces HP, which is kind of cool. This releases your opponent's target. This does something to MP. Sometimes the translation isn't super straightforward. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at these. They did release a video showing all these. So we'll start with the violin-looking weapon, or it looks a lot bigger than a violin, doesn't it? That's why I'm thinking maybe like a cello or something. But I'm not sure. Anyway, let's take a look. Okay, sorry. I had to actually mute my the music here because they copyrighted it for some reason. I don't know. I've played it in other videos and it hasn't been a problem. Anyway, the first clip here is of the violin-looking weapon. Looks pretty cool. I don't know. I think they all look pretty cool. Generally, in Dekaron skill animations, in my opinion, look pretty great. So, very happy with that. And then the second one is the harp-looking guy. Once again, skills look pretty good. I like the last one a lot. It's like this big plant thing shooting a giant laser into the sky. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, it's going to be the end of my little override here. Sorry I had to do this. Again, copyright issues, so you know how it goes. The Muse. I don't know if I have much else to say about it. It's always exciting and fun to get a new class. Like I said, I'm expecting it to have some like healing and support abilities. I was a little surprised to see this being their next class that they were releasing. I think we were all expecting the male Alokan. They have confirmed that they're still working on another class though. So I'm guessing that one would probably be the male Alokan, but the Muse is going to be its own its own spin-off. You know, it's going to have its own slot. It's not going to line up with another character. So I wonder if that means at some point that there'll be a male Muse or a Bard at some point as well. You know, it kind of gives them that opportunity. It's nice to know that they're thinking about the future and continuing to release content, which is fun. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about this class. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see. I mean, you know, it's always fun to play a new class. I mean, even when the shooter came out, you know, I had fun playing it for at least a little bit. So, you know, it's kind of fun to just experiment and use new abilities and just do new stuff. Overall, new content is fun. Yeah, I think that's all I have about the Muse. If you guys, you know, if you guys have any comments or thoughts about this class, I would love to hear it. Just tell me what you're thinking. If you think it's going to be fun, if you think it's going to be, dumb, I don't know. You guys will just have to let me know. Anyway, as always, questions, suggestions, you guys can leave them in the comments. And until next time, take care. Peace.